Oh, 3, 2, 1. Alrighty. Whew, a little bit later than I was hoping to start tonight, but hello and welcome to tonight's fantastic dino action. It's gonna get even better. Last night kind of went off on a tangent, I guess you could say, playing a bunch of different stuff, and I'm certainly up for that. I don't have to, of course, play this exact list the entire night for 2 hours or 3 hours. If you guys have a suggestion, I can whip a list up pretty fast, do a speed creation of a deck like I did last night, which if you didn't check it out, certainly you should see, because that was fantastic. I went into best of 3 with a glass cannon Ghalta list, no sideboard whatsoever, and I still got the job done because it is so overwhelming and powerful. But we've got a regular sideboard tonight, roughly the same sort of stuff that I have been using in the past, my favorite things, but Goreclaw, Terror of Qal Sisma there. I was thinking about what is the best thing that dinos can do, maximizing their potential, the pseudo ramp, cost reduction. So let's add more cost reduction. For all the big stuff that I naturally like to use, creature spells you cast with power 4 or greater cost 2 less to cast. Boom. Lovely. Right there. Shifting Ceratops and above. Or just other copies of Goreclaw and Topiary Stomper. Perhaps we don't have a Marauding or a Hunt Master because the opponent has unfortunately killed him. Hey, Pterosaurus, how's it going? Oh, and I have a couple new clips tonight. I was frantically adding them before 10:45, just before I started here. So if the opponent does something very bad, Thoughtseize, back-to-back Thoughtseizes, or Fatal Push, Thoughtseize, mixing that up in the first turn or two, we've got Unforgivable! Oh, lovely stuff. That is Urza Scarlet from the anime Fairy Tail. Haven't watched it myself yet, but might check it out. And, if we win, I think this is my favorite one maybe so far. If we win. Oh.
You won! You did it!
Oh, just look at that. Look at that. How can you beat that? Daughter's name is Scarlet. Atlas and Scarlet, my goodness. And it's funny you mentioned that. My wife wanted to name my daughter Scarlet. I'm not even joking. But her mom kiboshed that idea. And I'm not even killing. Mind blowing. We got Atlas, and we could have had Scarlet and Atlas. And then Scarlet and my good. Wow. Meant to be. Wow. Can't believe it. Fantastic stuff. Oh, kids are the best. The most important thing in the world. Of course, dinosaurs are lots of fun, and I'm looking forward to teaching my daughter and my son the ways of the dino. I won't force them to play dinosaurs, of course. Maybe they'll go with something like Rakdos Midrange or mono-white humans. Who knows? Of course, it is quite thrilling. Oh, Turbo Master, how's it going? Yes. Oh, it's going to be good. Ultimate power tonight. The opponent will not have a whole lot of power, so I'm going to be looking forward to using this.
You have no power here.
Oh, a lovely moment from Lord of the Rings. Oh, woke up just in time for the stream. Well, that is the dream, of course. Kiora Behemoth Beckner suggested that I use this in conjunction with the Great Henge. Now, could it kind of be like a fourth Great Henge? Perhaps. People, 4 Great Henges, crazy stuff, but I think it is so good. It does everything I want to do. The very worst case, we could play a second copy for 2, tap it, gain 2 more life. Maybe that is all it takes to save us. Yes, new Ghalta looks crazy. Oh, no. Oh my goodness. So excited. We've only seen a few cards from this new set, and already dinosaurs have gotten even better. The new Ghalta with Ilharg. I think it's Ilharg. The H is silent. I just love to pronounce the silent letters. But yeah, Ilharg. Oh, beautiful. But naturally, I can imagine Ghalta, Stampede, Tyrant in a dinosaur list. Actually, let's pull that up. Let's pull it up for a second. I can't resist. Where's it right there? No, not the Skullspore Nexus. Bear with me 1 second. Oh, so good. Did I even have a picture? Oh, maybe I haven't saved it. Ghalta, Stampede, Tyrant. Okay. One brief tangent before we start here. We gotta talk about Ghalta, Stampede, Tyrant. I'm surprised I haven't. Oh, I must have. Could have sworn I downloaded a video of Ghalta. Or a picture of Ghalta. Nope, that's not what I want to do. Almost there. There we go. Ghalta, Stampede, Tyrant. Whew. Fantastic stuff. My goodness, how do you beat that? Oh, the new land. Control decks are just going to concede. If I drop Cavern of Souls and the opponent has some counter spells, yeah, I would not be surprised if they just conceded on the spot. Oh, Helena and Elena. Yes, I have definitely considered that before. Certainly would be nice to give this Ghalta haste. But if it is a dinosaur list, you got to imagine. We've got good Regisaur Alpha. It's not hidden by Ghalta. Regisaur Alpha there. Say we have Regisaur in hand. Boom. It's one of the creatures we put onto the battlefield with Ghalta. Naturally, with dinosaurs, I would imagine we get to attack with absolutely everything. Oh yes. A lot of people have had fantastic luck with that. I don't see a reason why I would not want a copy. If I put it in, it's not going to be a bad thing. And keep in mind, speaking of haste, Helena and Elena putting counters on a creature equal to their power and giving the creature haste. Goreclaw really wants to attack when it lands. It has value with the cost reduction, immediate impact, if you have other creatures in your hand, which is very nice. But to get the full benefit, Goreclaw has to attack, and each creature you control with power 4 or greater gets +1/+1 and trample. So sometimes Goreclaw lands, doesn't have haste. It's not a dinosaur, unfortunately. So Helena and Elena would be a nice additional way to get Goreclaw down, attack. Everybody gets trample, and you may really want that, especially with Marauding Raptor. If that's gotten big, 8 power, 10 power, it is not unreasonable to have Marauding Raptor sitting at 10 power if you've chained a lot of stuff with the Great Henge. It is pretty sad and unfortunate when Marauding Raptor is so big, it gets chump blocked, and you're crying. Put to sleep. We'll put to sleep Ghalta, Stampede, Tyrant there for now, but we can talk about it later. I'll do an actual video on it, see how long we go tonight. Oh, the 1/1 counters, dinos like a glove, absolutely. I think it is a reverse Great Henge, absolutely. Now let's talk about it again. Why not? Oh, I don't see why I wouldn't have a couple copies of Skullspore Nexus. Okay, everything should be good. Let me try my emotes again.
Unforgivable.
That looks good. Sometimes when I drag the pictures, the card images, all those clips kind of shift a little bit, and I have to rearrange them, unfortunately. Okay. There we go. Skullspore Nexus, yes. Why wouldn't I have a single copy, at least? Makes good sense. Double the power of things. We double the power of a creature, and then, of course, Xenagos right here. What's it? Highlights. There we go. Xenagos. Double means quadruple. Ghalta doubled to 24, and then Xenagos doubled that to 48. It's probably overkill. Ruthless aggression at that point, but you want to kill the opponent. That certainly would do the trick, maybe with a single creature. That'd be pretty darn fantastic, but just making bigger and bigger things, my, oh my. Oh. I mean, I'd be happy almost if these were the only good things, but you know, we're going to get other good dinosaur-related stuff and good stuff in general. I imagine it's just going to be absolutely insane. Almost as insane as the potential of just playing all the big things. Now, we did talk about trimming a few Carnage Tyrant, Tyrannosaurus Rex, maybe 3 Carnage Tyrant, 2 T-Rex, 5 total chances, 5 or 6, to see a big scary dino that is hard for the opponent to deal with. But I wanted to just go mostly all in. 4 Carnage Tyrant, 3 T-Rex, mainly because I feel there's tons more ramp, pseudo ramp, cost reduction, whatever you want to call it, with 4 Goreclaw. Pretty crazy stuff, but it does so much good stuff. Fantastic package. There's nothing quite like it. I want to see it as often as possible. If we see a second copy and say we have a Great Henge out, the first Goreclaw reduces the second Goreclaw to 2. If we have a marauding, Goreclaw might be a single green. So if there's a Goreclaw that we draw, boom, we play it. It gets bigger. Maybe we played the first Goreclaw before the Great Henge. So the second Goreclaw, oh, lovely. We draw a card, so we kind of cycle it in a sense. Since you can't have 2, you sacrifice the one that's weaker, draw a card with the second one that enters the battlefield off of the Great Henge, or possibly draw 2 cards with Kiora off to the races there. My goodness. It's just going to get disgusting. I'm stunned about this potential. But because there's cost reduction, boom, Goreclaw at least helps cast the big stuff by 2. Topiary, ramp, Kiora, ramp, and card draw, and cost reduction. I felt safe to go with an absolutely crazy 21. 21.
Good Lord, what is happening in there?
That's what you guys might be asking. Upping it to 23 or 24, a very good idea, absolutely. And oftentimes, I just don't get there. I will absolutely admit that. It has been rough, but with the addition of this, I'm going to try it. No fear, no limits, of course. Dinosaurs is the only thing I do. So I'm going to do some intense, crazy things that maybe other people might not. You never know. Oh, Kogla and Yadaro, yeah. It absolutely is. I've been wondering about that. Yeah, let's take a look at that. I could be stuck on the... Well, not stuck. We could spend an hour on the deck intro talking about different ideas, things that work with things against other things. Stuff that you guys likely are going to face if you delve into Explorer. Best of 3, best of 1, but usually it is best of 3. Nope, that's not the... That should get it, yes. Kogla, the Titan Ape. 6 for a 7/6, pretty big. Love it. When it enters the battlefield, fight a creature you don't control, up to 1 creature. I like it. Chances are, if Marauding Raptor pings it, taking it down to 4 toughness or only needing to be dealt 4 damage, we could fight something 3 power or less and it would still live, so I'm quite happy about that. But we can return Huntmaster. That's the part we're getting to. If we have enough extra mana. You pay 2, you return Otepic Huntmaster basically to your hand. Kogla gains indestructible. Oh, love it. And whenever it attacks, destroy target artifact or enchantment defending player controls. I could see myself starting off with this, absolutely, but just never used it. Maybe one day. Perhaps when I use the art for the thumbnail, I'll kind of take Huntmaster out. I'll place Huntmaster in the hands of the ape right there. Zoom in a little bit. That's going to be lovely. Oh, I love getting thumbnail ideas. I try to make them as fast as possible, but as good as possible. Interesting. I got to strike a balance because, of course, I do have to start here most nights. I want to get started, but no, I want to make the thumbnail look good. But this would be pretty good. There's so many good options and potential. It's interesting. It's interesting, absolutely. I don't know, it's quite disappointing. It does a lot. I must admit, it's a pretty fantastic package. Fairly costly to destroy an artifact or enchantment, but you still draw a card, and you get to do that at instant speed. Well, okay, yes, that is true. That is true. It's it's the two creatures. It should be at least a 9/9. But if it got to an 8/8 or a 9/9, would that be too powerful? Of course, the mana value would have to increase past 6. But still, it is kind of funny that it's just slightly tougher. Of course, I imagine turtles are pretty tough, so maybe that's why it's a 7/7 instead of the 7/6. But Yadaro is an 8/8. Which is kind of interesting. I think it should have been at least an 8/8. The main thing is Yadaro. Kogla is holding on to it, so I think at least the toughness should be 8, because that's Yadaro is moving around Kogla. It's like the chauffeur, I guess you could say. Basically a chauffeur. That's where my mind goes. Yeah. Oh. All right. I say we jump into it. 21 lands, very crazy. Nah, that's all right. Hopefully, because of all this cost reduction, we'll get there. We get to 3, we get to 4 with Kiora or Topiary. If we get to 4, we get to Goreclaw. If we get to Goreclaw, then it's just crazy stuff after that. My, oh my. Whew. Sideboard-wise, Reckless Rage. Some of the best instant speed interaction we got. Love it. Greasefang, mono-weight humans, all those things. Back to nature. I have faced some enchantment-based decks, so I brought it in to win. Pretty straightforward. It's basically the you win button against that type of deck. But if we want even more enchantment hate, or artifact hate, or graveyard hate, I thought, again, Tranquil Frillback. I'm just going to jam 4 copies. It does a lot of stuff. Gain some life. It's a dinosaur. And of course, a creature. So naturally, that's what I want to be doing. Having the Great Henge in. Play Tranquil Frillback. Hopefully reduced with Marauding Raptor and Huntmaster here. Then we draw a card. It would enter, become a 4/4 with the counter. We get to take out and do such a lovely wide range. But mainly because it does all those things and it's a creature, I think that elevates it with the Great Henge. Beautiful stuff. And finishing off right there, Ripjaw Raptor. Love it. Of course, with Reckless Rage, that is pretty much the perfect pairing. Oh, if we're facing off against something aggro or a little bit faster, that is going to be the bane of their existence, pretty much. A sweeper, of course, would be nice, but I thought, Reckless Rage, I think, is going to do the trick. Paired with Ripjaw, maybe a little bit of life gain with Tranquil Frillback. We got some lovely bodies. Ooh, it's going to get scary. All right. Actually took down Mono Green Devotion last night. Final match of the night. Going to bed, drifting off. I'm like, I can grind out one more. And it was Mono Green. And I took him down. Not with Goreclaw, but with the Great Henge and all that fantastic potential of barfing so many dinosaurs. Well, this hand is barf. Ouch. Can't keep it. Not even if this was a stomping ground. Okay, got better. Infinitely better. That's a tough one. Kind of tempted to keep Ghalta. You know what? Let's keep Ghalta. Send Xenagos to the bottom. If this works, this could mean the queen. Pretty early. Of course, Azorius Control, if that's what it is. It does appear like we're going to be losing Marauding Raptor to some counterspell. Unfortunately. Oh. Just white base removal. Or they're saving the counterspell for a Topiary Stomper. It's got to be Topiary Stomper. But you never know. I'm pretty sure it's Topiary Stomper. Sensor. Something like that. Has to be. Absorb or sensor is my bet. Make disappear. Make disappear.
Unforgivable.
Okay, well, we'll attack. We'll get there. We'll get there. Oh, the darn temporary lockdown. This is gonna probably lock things up, I would imagine. Oof. I have come back from worse, I must say. I've done it. The Zendikar double face lands. Absolutely. I've wondered about that. Sprinkling them in. I don't want to go more than 2 mono red sources. Shatterskull Smashing and Shatterskull the Hammer Pass. Very good stuff. Taking out multiple targets. I think if I was going to do something, it would probably be that. But 2 mono red sources have messed me up one too many times. Another Regisaur. That is unfortunate. We still could get there. You never know. We got Hunt Master that might not get countered. We'll see. But yeah, that is something to consider as well. 1 Shatterskull Smashing, maybe Turn Timber Symbiosis, paying 7, looking at the top 7 or something like that. But facing off against Esper.
Unforgivable.
Gotta press that again. This is absolutely unforgivable. 2 Thought Seizes. Man. They're probably wondering why I haven't just conceded at the moment, but we got the next land. We got it. We're getting there. We might get to 4 next turn. We gotta hope they don't have a counter spell, but I would be surprised if they didn't. They've done a lot of Thought Seizes though, so they're getting pretty low. They can't counter that, so it's certainly nice to have shifting, I must say. Hopefully shifting lives, but would they have Wandering Emperor? Let's see. Okay. No, we drew out the Wandering Emperor. Probably had to happen at some point, unfortunately. Let's hope they don't have another one. Another land, you can do it. Oh my god, there you go. Kidding, 3 Regisaur Alphas. In the less than the top quarter of the deck. 3, wow. Pretty wacky. It is interesting for sure. Quite unfortunate as well. Oof, a Carnage Tide. Where's that land? We'll see if we unfortunately draw the 4th land coming. Oh, no, never mind, we're dead. Okay. Gave it an honest effort. There was a slim potential. Maybe we could have got the job done, but yeah, sadly not. Now the question becomes, do I like Tranquil Frillback? Maybe entering the battlefield, destroying temporary lockdown, possibly, oh, excuse me, fizzy water. What am I drinking tonight? Blueberry pomegranate. But yeah, possibly taking out the Shark Typhoon, maybe, possibly. You know what, I'll keep it like that. Nah, don't really want Ripjaw. Tranquil Throwback could be good, but I don't really want to cut anything for that. I certainly want to keep shifting Ceratops. Can't go a whole lot worse than that unfortunate turn of events. I would have hoped for... Well, I think there was a Topiary Stomper. They countered it. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. I lost track of all the counter spells and thought seizes that went on. Ouch. That was painful. Yeah, sometimes it is. We've got the ultimate big scary package for them, so they better watch out. It's going to be painful. That's how she goes. I like to do the crazy stuff. At the very least, show why it might be rough. But of course, get a big sample size. We'll get there. We'll get there. Now. But absolutely, I could see Trim 1 Goreclaw, Trim 1 Great Henge, go up to 23, and we're laughing. At least. That'd be perfectly reasonable. One of those Goreclaws, chances are, could have been a land if I had trimmed one copy, so, you know. But we'll leave it as is. Not just going to change things after one match, of course. Oh, keeping that. Absolutely. Lovely. Beautiful. Hey, starting off with 3 lands. That is what I'm looking for. Oh, absolutely. A worst case scenario, Shatter Skull Smashing is pretty fantastic for that fact. Hopefully Huntmaster doesn't go down to a fatal push, but at least Marauding's going to land. Going to do some good stuff. Shifting Ceratops, of course, would be quite lovely indeed. I imagine it's going to be a fatal push. It's very unfortunate. White and blue is rough, but now they add in black, and yeah, it's not the greatest time. At least we can dodge, make disappear, censor, and all that stuff. Quite nice indeed. Try and do a little bit more damage with Marauding and hope nothing too bad happens. Oh, good. I like this. JDX, how's it going? Back to late night, as early as possible, but sometimes it is late. I know some of you guys go to sleep. You may be watching this later on. You weren't able to catch it live, and yeah, that is
Unforgivable.
Absolutely. Yeah, hey, that is good. That is also important. Cooking and stuff. Thoughtseize. Team Dad. Hashtag Team Dad. Big time. I think they'll probably get rid of Xenagos. Oh, I love that too. That absolutely looked like the best clip. Just really spoke to me. There's probably a bunch of others, but for now, that's going to be good. Hopefully we get Xenagos next turn. That would be good. Or the Great Henge at some point here. Oof. Okay. I'd be up for that. Hopefully there's no no sweeper. Oh, Goreclaw. Alright, Xenagos it is. Probably not dodging a counterspell, but at least we still get to attack with the Maraudings. Man, that is nuts. Yes, definitely. Link me later. Oh, I like a good old Cinderglade. We'll attack with both Maraudings. We'll see if the Wandering Emperor enters, exiles one. then that might mean we get Goreclaw down safely. Good, good. That is what I want. One Marauding goes away. Goreclaw is reduced to 3. They're tapped out, so they helped me, in a sense. We just have to hope there's no sweeper. Cross the fingers. Oh boy. They made a samurai, so they don't have a sweeper. They would have done that beforehand. Oh, okay, okay. Strap yourselves in, folks. This is going to get hopefully pretty darn good. I'm certainly crossing my fingers. Would they save the counterspell for Ghalta? That is the question. Oh, I am happy to hear that. Yeah, marauding. Bigger, bigger, bigger. Let's go, let's go. Ghalta, what you gonna do? Counter or kill? We may still just kill him. Oh!
Ruthless aggression.
See, look. Look, all we need is 4 lands and we get a boom, 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 boom. Fantastic. Love it. I think it's pretty reasonable to get to 4 or do the cost reduction, but yes, upping that just a touch. 23, trim a Goreclaw. Maybe that Goreclaw would have been a land. Of course, in this instance, I would have preferred Goreclaw because it worked out. We'll never know. Of course, those theoretical scenarios, but it's good. Interesting to think, how would this card have been different if I had switched it out in this scenario? And you just go through that, go through all kinds of different scenarios, and you should get there. Improve. Writer's High. Huh. Never heard it called that before. Makes sense, though. That is good. That is much better. I was getting a little bit worried there. Okay. Yeah, I'll send Cinderglade to the bottom. Keep those 3 lands. Oh, no. Okay, I'm liking the looks of this potential aggression here. Hopefully getting good old Carnage Tyrant and whatnot. I imagine this stuff is all going to get answered, but we can chain the second Hunt Master plus Marauding next turn. Removal. Yeah, this is not too bad. Going to be dropping 2 bodies at least. Another Ghalta. Well. Alrighty, here goes nothing. Oh, quick study. 3 to draw 2 cards. That doesn't seem too good. Maybe it is. Just a random Esper pile, perhaps. Ooh, they got rid of shifting. That is nuts. We could have gotten Ghalta next turn if they hadn't discarded shifting. Painful. Oh, but Topiary Stomper, of course. Hopefully they don't have a counter spell. Oh boy. Make disappear. Nuts. Nuts. That's too bad. I'll get some nice aggression with these bodies. Do as much damage as possible. That 3 damage, of course, could make all the difference later on. Teferi? Okay. They'll only have 2. That would be nice. Might be able to sneak something in. Oh. No counterspell. Oh, they got a counterspell. That's painful. All right. Let's just keep on swinging. Keep on attacking. Another Huntmaster. Man, that is painful stuff. I think there's a Wandering Emperor in there. Because of that fact, I won't bother attacking, unfortunately. Oh, nope. They're digging for a sweeper, perhaps. They want to seal things up. Taking everything out. That certainly could do the trick. Shifting Ceratops would be quite nice, I must say. Ooh, okay. Okay, that is good. Teferi not so good. We'll wait at least another turn, see if we can make something happen. But I would imagine it, yeah, no, that's not great. Not great. Okay. We tried, of course, adding in that black color is going to naturally just be even more painful. Thought Seizes and the black based removal. Extra scary. Don't know the last time that I've faced Esper Control. Huh. It's been a while. Usually it has been Esper Legends with Skrelv the Hivemite, Rona, Disciple of Phyrexia, I think it is. All the black, white, and blue stuff. That's legendary. And then you jam it in a deck and you do some good stuff. Sometimes sprinkling in a little bit of Greasefang in there with cheating out a big vehicle from the graveyard. Whew. Not pretty. Not at all. Alright. Let's see something good. Let's get him. Eventually. Maybe they fell asleep at the keyboard. Dum, bum, 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 bum. Oh, we're flying up there, almost getting to 8 concurrent viewers. Love it. Love it. Beautiful stuff indeed. Nope. Look at that hand. Absolutely 100% a keeper. I couldn't ask for anything better than that. Cinderglade especially. We don't have a turn 1 play. It is a mountain or a forest. Well, mainly it's a forest to help the Castle Garenbrakes enter untapped from now on. Oh, man. That's where it's at. Whew. Yeah. Maybe a Marauding Raptor mixed in here, but with Topiary Stomper, we know we're going to get to 5 lands. One of those 5 lands at least is Castle Garenbrake. So we're going to be able to make 6 green. We're going to play that Carnage Tyrant. Hopefully we draw it, of course, but maybe the opponent, yeah, they have really just fallen asleep at the keyboard. That's all right. That's all right. Get there eventually. Redemption. The algorithm took pity on me after that painful showing against Esper, huh? But they do seem to be here. Okay. A deck with sticky fingers in it. Yeah. I gotta try that. Absolutely. Treasure, kill the creature, draw a card. Yeah, I must say. I think I've tried it before. Maybe one night I just used that, fantastic art. I call it Sticky Claws. Sticky Claw Dino. Just because dinosaurs don't really have fingers, of course. Maybe the arena trolled them. Hard to say. Menace Marauding, absolutely. Oh, I mean, Marauding Raptor is already menacing as well. It would be pretty cool if Marauding Raptor actually had menace. But yes, if you guys have not tried out Sticky Fingers, it is a common, so you might as well. But it is a fantastic potential package. Sticky Claws. Sticky Claws is what we're going to call it. Or Sticky Paws, because Goreclaw is a bear. Bear paws. Oh, man. I'm getting fired up. I'm going to try this. We got Marauding, reducing Topiary to 2 green. I don't know what the opponent is on. It could be more painful stuff. Oof. Nuts. Worth a shot. Could have been something that didn't play Thoughtseize on turn 1. You never know. Of course, it is quite common. It is quite good. One of the best spells in the format. Keeps a lot of things in check, that's for sure. A necessary evil, you could say. Just a fact of life, it's always going to be rough. Oh, I just realized that connection as well. I've always used that bear little creature, but now that I'm using Goreclaw, naturally there is that synergy, so 100%. I must agree there. Ah. I love it. A perfect pairing. The usual stuff, Fatal Push and Thoughtseize and Cinderglade is quite nice. We at least get to the 3rd land. We'll get to a 4th land next turn, no matter what. Topiary, or we draw the 4th land. Maybe going Regis or Alpha, but where there's one Thoughtseize, there is more. Sadly, they discarded 2 swamps. They were flooded with lands, and now they're not. Probably not. I'm not blocking. They might have Stomp from Bonecrusher Giant, and that's a no-no. Bear Rider. Okay. Heroes of Might and Magic. I feel like I've seen that before. I swear I've seen that before. Huh. Must be an older show. I feel like it's an older show. Or a game. No, that's a game. Well, sometimes it just doesn't really happen. Not sure why Shieldred didn't attack, because I'm still not blocking. Play that Bone Crusher. Oh, not a Bone Crusher. Could make something good happen. Mostly dead. Yes. Yeah, no, we're not getting back from that. Of course, the Great Henge, drawing lots of cards. You don't want to draw a lot when there's a Shieldred, when you're facing it. Yeah, no. I've played that before. It was a long time ago, but definitely. Tranquil Throwback. I've always wondered about this. Pretty good against Rakdos Midrange, I feel. You take out Reflection of Kiki Jiki, but you can also exile their graveyard, gain a bit of life. That is pretty sweet, I must say. Yeah. I'm going to trim Ghalta. I'm going to do it. 2 Tranquils, 1 Goreclaw, get in that Tranquil again, and trim 1 Huntmaster. Alright. Nathan, how's it going? Yeah. Love the channel. Alright. Love the comment. Happy to have you. If you were... Oh, yes, I am excited for the new Ghalta. I know some people have been lurkers for months, or... Whoa, what's going on? What is going on here, folks?
You won! You did it!
Okay. So powerful that if Dinosaurs are on the play, man, the opponent just concedes. They know what's going to happen. But, yeah, 100% excited for that new Ghalta. A win's a win. You never know how it's going to happen. You never know what you're going to face. If you're going to go first or second, just keep chugging along. Try and get a big sample size, or realize, soon as possible that some particular changes could be made that are definitely going to help. Yeah. No. I think we're all excited, Nathan, for the new Ghalta. We might get a fourth version of Ghalta. Who knows? Because Ghalta is so iconic. Sometimes they've done that in sets. But the alternate art on Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, that sort of rough watercolor sketched, I guess, sort of look, there's something about it. Fabulous. And just that we're finally getting a good extended art version of Ghalta. Man. Hika Peno. That's kind of rough. Yeah, it was interesting to see that pairing. Of course, interesting to have a dinosaur vampire creature just because they are together, but they wanted to do something cool and wacky, I guess you could say. Oh, hey, it got worse. Nuts. We'll try one more. Okay, that's gonna be it. Keep the Great Henge. I got a good feeling about this. Okay, I always wonder about that. They take some artistic liberties, perhaps, and they do stuff that doesn't exactly line up with the story. They haven't always, been super faithful. It's nice that they're faithful, but when you go to read the lore or the books or whatever it is, this could be rough. We'll see. Soaring Thought Thief. Rogues. That's not where my mind went. Of course, my mind is going to that potentially lovely too early Soaring Thought Thieves in not even the top quarter. That is going to be painful, especially when they get a lot bigger, right? Once we get 8 cards. We're at 6, so hopefully they don't have Zera Sand. Oh my. The algorithm is teaching me a lesson. They're like, Tarzan, you should, there's a kind of, lands. Oh, be another land. Actually, there's the Zera Sand coming in hot. Oh, okay, we know what to do. But yeah, the algorithm showing me the pain. Hey, it's like, wake up a little bit. Do at least 22, 23, 24. Trim a Goreclaw. Trim a Great Henge. Don't be such a madman. Of course, we'll get a big sample size. We won't make those changes quite yet, but we know that would be absolutely reasonable. Of course, that one Goreclaw and that one Great Henge, one of these two could have been a land, but it could have also not been a land. It could have been one of the 3 Goreclaws or one of the 3 Great Henges after I do that trimming. We'll never know. But Tranquil Frillback, absolutely. Reckless Rage, 100%. Trim Goreclaw. Yeah, we'll trim Goreclaw. Goreclaw and Ghalta. 1 Great Henge. Yeah, I like the looks of that. 1 Huntmaster. Got to bring it down to 60 somewhere. Yeah, I'll always do the crazy stuff, and then you guys will see how bad it can go. But again, if it's very small sample size. Theoretically, if you do the math, stuff will work, but then you have a streak where everything should work out. You lose 5 matches in a row, 6 matches, and you did the math. You copied an exact list from the internet, and it still just doesn't happen. And that will happen to everybody. Unless you're playing best of one, of course. The Training Wheels queue of Magic the Gathering arena. Well, we knew there had to be a Thoughtseize somewhere in the mix. It really is Tarzan. Well, not in real life, of course. But yeah, Tarzan on most of the games that I have played. Guild Wars 2. Yeah, basically every game I've played, I tried to choose Tarzan as a name. Seems to work out. At least we got the 4th land. We'll get there. Ooh. Definitely going with Topiary Stomper. We should be smoking the opponent now, I would imagine. Oh, we're rolling in the lands. What's my real name? Ben. B-E-N. Like on the back of my hat. Which, if you guys are interested, you can get your own hats. Eventually, once I figure out how to link that and sell that the best, made to order, embroidered with the channel logo. You can pay a few extra bucks. I think it's an extra $5 to have your name on the back, or whatever name you want. Okay, we could try to take out Brazen Borrower, but I'd rather wait for Khaled. Why would they do that? It's dead. So fine by me. 1 red, gone. Smoked. Oh, and we get an attack with Topiary. And we're going to play out that Tranquil Throwback at least. We're going to gain a life and exile a graveyard. Beautiful. XLRs? Yeah. We'll exile our graveyard. Just so you know, we stay away from being 8, because rogues require at least 8 cards in their opponent's graveyard to do a lot of their rogue stuff. Rotting Raptor seems pretty good. I would imagine Nighthawk Scavenger is going to trade with Topiary Stomper, but we'll get that guy out of the way. Not have to worry about him. Take out something that has Death Touch, and I would imagine, hopefully, getting Carnage Tyrant or T-Rex at some point. We got 4 Carnage Tyrant, we got 3 Tyrannix Rex, and we're already almost a quarter of the way through the deck. We should be seeing them any time now. Sadly, getting Topiary Stomper is going to be pretty rough. They're not at 7, they can't block. Oh, man, we're getting flooded. We had to get flooded at some point. Just had to be. Yeah, we'll play that, gain some life, do some stuff. That's a good bit of aggression. Down to 3, I think we'll get the job done. Keep the Stomping Ground in hand. Not that I would expect them to Thoughtseize being at 3, but you never know. Certainly nice to also exile their graveyard. Keep Nighthawk Scavenger from being big and scary. If we can take out Zera San, that is going to be pretty fantastic, I think. They could bounce Marauding, bounce Zera. Oh, okay. Tribute to the World Tree? I have. A lot of great potential stuff there, absolutely. There's a lot of things I've tried, but there's still a lot of things that I haven't tried, so I think I should at some point. We can take a look at Tribute to the World Tree. Absolutely. After this match. Yeah, I think Tranquil Throwback is where it's at. Play it again, gain a bunch of life. I like it. Yeah. That's pretty good. Hopefully another Reckless Rage, but yeah, it's just unfortunate to not see... Oh, Cura. Okay, well, hopefully we see a big creature. Of course, there is plenty to draw. Man, that's too bad. We'll just hold it back. James, how's it going? Hopefully all is well. They did it. That is why you keep the land in your hand. Oh, that is grand. Any big creature. We're almost a third of the way through the deck. No Carnage, no T-Rex. 4 Carnage, 3 T-Rex. Just unfortunate. We'll get there. We got to get something good and big, and we could chain a bunch with that Cura. Hopefully they don't get to a 7th land next turn. They could turn on the Topiary Stomper that they stole from me. That'd just be rude. Cruel and unusual punishment. I would imagine Cura is going to go down, possibly just from... Yeah, definitely Cura is going down. That's too bad. Okay. Attack us for a bunch. I don't think we're going to draw another land. That would be super duper unlucky. Carnage Tyrant. T-Rex. Xenagos. Well, we'll try. Hopefully it doesn't get countered by something. Drown in a Lock cannot counter it because we only have 3 cards in our graveyard. We have to have at least 5 cards in our graveyard for it to counter. Okay. Well. What do I want to do? I think I just keep them back. Play that Stomping Ground. They know we have it, so... Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Double the Tranquil Throwback. Ew. They are going to kill it. That's not good. Well, hopefully we live. I'm just mostly sticking with it because I'm curious to see if we finally draw the first of the 7 copies of the big scary dinos. Getting a third of the way through the deck, man. You just never know. Statistically unfortunate. I did that a couple times there. Replayed the Tranquil Throwbacks. I think maybe I missed it going back, but the times that I had replayed them, there wasn't really much of anything. But yeah, that would be good to get another one. Really. Yeah. That is rough. You go through a third of the deck and you still don't see 1 of 7. 7 chances, possibilities to see something that would really have brought the pain. But yes, exiling my own graveyard with Tranquil Throwback. It's not always the case with stuff, but having that versatility. We get the graveyard gone against rogues, and it turns off a lot of their stuff. It is good. We will go on a brief tangent, though. We'll talk about Tribute to the World Tree. It has been pretty good, I must say. I've done some nice things with it. But we'll talk about why I don't exactly like it. I definitely like the Great Henge more. Of course, Tribute to the World Tree is not a legendary. You could have multiples. Feral Encounter, actually. Well, that's good. I've been meaning to talk about it. Just hadn't quite yet, so hey. Alright. Feral Encounter for 2 green. Look at the top 5 cards. Exile a creature from among them. Put the rest on the bottom. We can cast the exiled creature this turn. That's pretty good. Dig 5 deep for 2 to get something. That might be all we need. But at the next combat phase, at the beginning of the next combat phase, target creature we control, so not even the creature that we search for, just something we control, deals damage equal to its power to a creature we don't control. So we just straight up, boom, take something out, play something. Man, I think it is a fantastic package. Very, very good potential. Something I'm going to try at some point for sure. I'll call it Dinosaur Encounter for the night, or Feral Dinosaurs. Yeah, maybe put a dinosaur underneath that wolf, or Photoshop out the wolf and put a dinosaur in its place. That would be pretty cool. But yes, Tribute to the World Tree. Actually, I should link the stream. I did Tribute to the World Tree a few times, possibly back-to-back nights, but I'll link it in the chat there for anybody that is interested in maybe seeing the potential of that. Then we'll go over some things for it. Cut, it's going fantastic tonight. A little bit rough, of course. I'm doing the super duper crazy 21 lands, hoping that the increased cost reduction saves me, but it has been rough. A small sample size, but again, I'll do the crazy things, pushing the limits. No fear, no limits. All right, that should be the first of the Tribute to the World Tree streams, and then I did a back-to-back night. The very next night was Tree Time number 2. That's what I called it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. One of the best, maybe it is the best card draw potential for dinos, but now I'll just go with collection 1 second. Yeah, you don't get one stream with Tribute to the World Tree. You get 2 in succession, which is pretty nice. I like to get a big sample size, which is why I did back-to-back nights. One night, just not enough. It could be so completely different night to night. Where is it? Where is this? Oh, right there. Right there. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Tribute to the World Tree, 3 green. Very good for devotion, absolutely. Certainly. More reliable than Kiora. 100%. Doesn't die as easily, absolutely. She does a lot even without Nykthos. Kiora, though, mainly I just wanted to add her in as like, well, it's not an extra Great Henge, but just some more card draw. I could trim 1 copy of the Great Henge, take it down to 3, have Kiora as the 4th copy of drawing stuff, basically. That'd be pretty good as well. But Kiora, of course, Kiora Behemoth Beckner, that's what you do in mono green devotion. That's like, that's the thing. You have 4 copies. It does everything that deck wants, and it's the big offender. I would rather almost see that thing go. They draw so many cards, they ramp tapping and untapping Nykthos with Kiora's ability, and then they go storm the festival. They might grab another Kiora, and then they untap Nykthos again, and it's just gross potential, card advantage, ramping. She is painful. Absolutely what mono green wants to do. Not so much dinos, because we don't have a land to untap that is tapping for a ton of mana, but yeah. Oh, then they just win with Karn. Painful stuff. I don't mind facing mono green Devotion. I've beat him a bunch, and of course I've lost a bunch, as maybe we all have. Or we've used it. I've never used it before, but that's okay. I could face mono green Devotion all night, 5 matches in a row, and I would still have a smile on my face. It might be tough to smile by the 5th match, but you never know. I could go 3-2 against mono green. That'd be good. That'd be good. Of course, tribute to the World Tree. I've seen it tried with mono green Devotion, but not really since it was released, I must say. Not super common. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, though, we draw a card if its power is 3 or greater. Certainly, there's a lot of stuff with power 3 or greater, but I like the Great Henge because I draw a card with every creature. I want to draw a card from Huntmaster, Marauding, maybe other cheaper things. That's mainly it. And a counter is also put on Huntmaster. Getting it to 3 toughness with the Great Henge. It survives a ping from Marauding Raptor. That scenario doesn't happen too often, but often enough. 2 counters on Huntmaster is pretty good. Again, Huntmaster could be reduced to a single red with Marauding. You never want to play it because it dies, but 1 red for a 3/4 that potentially reduces all the other creatures in your deck because all the creatures are dinos, and then But yeah, it was something just felt a little bit off. I'm gonna try it again, absolutely, but at least I have those 2 nights. It is fantastic. It's not going to be bad, but something about it. Can't quite put my finger on it. Mostly I'd just rather draw from every creature entering, pretty much. Yeah, that's about it. But again, very scary in mono green Devotion. When I was facing it, gave me nightmares. It's going to do the trick. Of course, nice for Devotion with Xenagos, I must say. Since I've been using Xenagos God of Revels quite a bit, at least a few copies, this would definitely help to increase things. And creatures getting bigger, the small stuff. Marauding Raptor entering, 2 counters put on it, being 4 power. Xenagos to double that, making Marauding Raptor 8. Maybe Marauding Raptor pings a bunch of stuff. Pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, it's going to happen. There's just so much great drawing potential, whether it's tribute to the World Tree, card advantage, whatever sort of card advantage you want. Playing creatures off the top of your library, of course, that is also a great possibility. Realm Walker. Where is it? Realm Walker. Oh, that is beautiful. Grook's Uprising. Oh, 100%. And that new alternate art that we got for Grook's Uprising with the Wilds of Eldraine Enchanting Tales bonus sheet. It is good, but you can't beat the original Grook's Uprising, of course, with all the dinosaurs. I still say that is foreshadowing. Grook is going to be on Ixalan with Lost Caverns of Ixalan. I mean, you've got art with Grook and it's just dinosaurs. Something is up there, I swear. Yeah, Realm Walker, that years ago. One of my first live streams, actually, I believe, featured the Realm Walker. If you have enough dinos, definitely it makes sense. But you could be sprinkling in other humans, other non-dino creatures. It's going to feel very painful. Of course, I like to use tons of dinos, 26, 28, sometimes 30 dinos. Of course, this is a dino itself, but you want a nice critical mass to increase the chance of playing stuff off the top. Lovely potential, of course. Pretty redundant, not the flashiest thing, and sometimes it just doesn't do anything. nothing on the top, or the creature on the top is maybe an Otepic Huntmaster. That would be very painful indeed, I must say. We could do a stream that is just talking about card draw, card advantage potential. I could certainly fill up 2 hours wondering, oh, would this be good with this? Why is this good with this, mixed with that? What is potentially the best card draw for Dinosaurs specifically, but just overall? That'd be fun. Man. Could basically talk forever about one specific aspect. I've tried just about anything, so I'm kind of at least aware of potential options. Hopefully that gives me an edge. Ugh. Ooh. Ouch. Not great. I mean, we could, the hand could have no lands, so you always got to look at the silver lining. Rough as well, wacky. Of course, this is not best of one. That's for sure. Best of one where everything just works. Yeah, absolutely. Vivian Monster's Advocate. Play any creature off the top. And the early game is kind of jam-packed already with low-cost stuff. It gets a little bit awkward. What do you play first? Is it something cheap, or you want to play Realm Walker, but you might want to play Topiary Stomper instead of Realm Walker to get lands, and then you're just stuck waiting and waiting and waiting. Vivian Monster's Advocate. Oh, okay. At the very least, Vivian Monster's Advocate is just going to make a bunch of beasts again and again and again. 3/3 with Vigilance counter, or Reach counter, or a Trample counter. And of course that Reach counter could make all the difference facing off against Mono Blue Spirits, or any variation of Spirits, Angels as well, or the Vigilance counter if you don't want to leave yourself too open. But yeah, I must agree, I'd probably rather Vivian Monster's Advocate. Yeah. That would be a lovely thing. Trim a copy of the Great Henge. 1 Vivian Monster's Advocate. 2 and 2. Trim 1 Goreclaw. 1 Great Henge. 1 Tyrannosaurus Rex. Add in a couple lands. Sprinkle in some other card advantage things. But we got fortunate. However, is it Fevered Visions? At the beginning of each player's end step, that player draws a card. If the player is your opponent and has 4 or more cards, I don't care about that. I want to draw more. Okay, thank you. Some interesting is it variation. Well, we don't want Ripjaw. Back to... Excuse me, we'll keep it like that. I imagine Otepic Huntmaster probably is going to easily be killed by something that deals 2 damage. Play with fire, Fiery Impulse. I'm going to keep it. Crazy, wacky, but we'll keep the first hand. We're not down a card or 2. We got 3 lands, Goreclaw. We could get there. Pretty good chance to see something for 2, at least by turn 3. See Topiary Stomper or less by turn 3. Or another land. We got a forest. Castle Garenbrig entering the battlefield untapped now. However, we've got unfortunate. That's how she goes. That's the risk you run. But the Fevered Visions, that's okay. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. That's painful. I'll discard a Goreclaw. Fine by me. It is interesting. We got 3 colors. Oh, Lotus Field. Huh. your guess is as good as mine what's happening here. I'll try for Goreclaw. Just if they can't take out Goreclaw, it's going to be very painful. Hopefully. If all goes well, we would have gotten Carnage Tyrant down. That's okay. We got another Goreclaw. Hey, there you go. You have so many copies of an impactful thing. You get to keep the game plan trucking. Yeah. Huntmaster, Topiary Stomper. Get a land, we get to 5 lands. We get to Carnage Tyrant no matter what. Even if they sweep us, we get them. Love it. But that is really interesting. 2 up the Beanstalks. They're going to be drawing 2 cards whenever they cast a spell with mana value 5 or greater. This seems like 5-color Lotus Field Beanstalk ramp. 5-color pile of stuff. Now, I'm still not sure what I'm going to call this in the chapters. Haven't seen this particular variation before. Of course, it's going to be Fevered Visions, multiple Fevered Visions. That's pretty cool. Interesting. Rough. Now the question becomes, Goreclaw for 3, Regisaur, or Goreclaw for 4, Regisaur for... Oh, okay. Look at that. That's what we're doing. Can we make a total of 7 mana? Yes. Can one of those 7 mana be red? Yes. This is what Goreclaw is all about. Stomping Ground, we'll pay that 2 life. Castle Garenbreak, making sure that it's leaving Stomping Ground, or at least a source of red. There. Goreclaw for 4 has the immediate effect of cost reduction. Reducing Regisaur and anything else. Boom. That's what you want to do. You better have a sweeper next turn or else we'll kill him. Love it. We're not dead yet, but we certainly could be. Let's hope they don't have a sweeper. I'd be surprised if they didn't. Oh, another Fevered Visions. Well, they have to sweep stuff. They have to have counter spells. Something. Huh. Okay, well. And that's what Goreclaw is all about. She sticks around. We got Shifting 2, Carnage. I mean, we're certainly doing that. Do I want to try for Regisaur, or do I want to just... Well, we'll try for a Carnage Tyrant at least. We'll see what happens. If that draws out something. Somehow. Good stuff. I feel like they have some sort of counter spell. Oh, can't counter that. Oh, nuts. Still dead. They would have to bounce Regisaur Alpha. Fine by me. No, too little, too late. That is pretty rough, of course. Goreclaw, I would hope, or I would wish that it was at least 4 toughness, surviving all the 3 damage things. But hey, there you go. You saw right there. For a total of 7. Goreclaw for 4. Regisaur for 3, because cost reduction, you can make an immediate use of it. You're not waiting for it to come around. Goreclaw doesn't tap for mana. Boom. Beautiful. That certainly made all the difference. Back to Nature, I must admit, would have been pretty fantastic. Taking out all these pesky enchantments, taking a lot of damage from that darn Fevered Visions. pretty interesting. You never know what you're going to see here. Even if it is a painful match, even if I do lose, you get to maybe witness something you might never have seen before. Turek and Kanurid, Sky Knight. Huh. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. So it's like a young pyromancer at home, I guess you could say. Pretty costly to do what young pyromancer does. Of course, this has flying and is more durable than young pyromancer, but still pay 5 or pay 2. Yeah, I'd still go with young pyromancer. Whenever they cast a instant or sorcery, they make a 1/1 elemental. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's just an instant or sorcery. Something like that. Pyromancer at home, but yeah, you can play it as commander. Yeah, that is true. Huh. That does. That'd be an interesting commander. I think maybe if I made a commander deck, I'd probably use Morophon the Boundless. I'm pretty sure it's Morophon the Boundless. I think it is. The color identity is all 5 colors because it has in one of its abilities the mana symbols. I was always thinking of at least picking up a copy if and when I do commander a little bit more often than I have been. Do I like the looks of this? Could it be a lot better? Well, I mean, it could be a lot worse. We got a bunch of lands. Let's do it. We'll see Topiary, Marauding, or Hunt Master. A pretty good chance, I would hope. Speaking of spirits, though, yeah, Matt, absolutely. That is a lot of facial muscles. Oh, it makes the clip all that much better. Hopefully I get to use it facing off against Azorius Spirits. That is going to be painful with those counter spells. Dinosaur Spirit, huh? That would be nice. And hey, look, what did I say? There's a good chance we got a bunch of lands. We haven't seen one of 12 things. One of the 4 Topiaries, one of the 4 Hunt Masters, or one of the 4 Maraudings. Geistlight Snare, probably for 2. Hopefully not. Good. Fading Hope. I hope not. I hope that they're tapped out and it allows me to go Regis or Alpha, but I imagine they're not going to be tapped out. Something bad is going to happen to it. Oh. Man. I don't know. It's so hard to say what the favorite clip that I've added recently is. They're all fantastic, but certainly I think the Ruthless Aggression one is a fan favorite. Pairing it with the UFC one, Joe Rogan and all their things reacting, or as if they're reacting to the slap that John Cena gives. You never know. Let's try for Regis or Alpha. We do have shifting Ceratops. Keep in mind, I'm starting off with shifting. That is sometimes the bane of Spirit's decks. Protection from blue, can't be countered, and it can have reach. We can try for either one. Do I want to try for Goreclaw? Yeah. Let's try Goreclaw. Oh, cross the fingers. Getting it burnt on Goreclaw could be nicer. Maybe that means Regis or Alpha is going to happen later on. Oh, interesting. Well, at least they don't have a Supreme Phantom, giving other spirits they control. Oh, they do flash in. I should have listened to my gut. Now we're not. Well, you never know. You never know. Maybe we'll make something good happen. I was thinking with that last one, nuts. They can play a spirit with flash or at instant speed, and there's a lot of spirits that cost 1. Getting that Mausoleum Wanderer up to 2 power and trading. Painful stuff. Topiary Stomper is pretty cool. It's not going to cut it though. Yeah. Just a bunch of Mausoleum Wanderers. So many early. 3 in the top quarter. Reckless Rage though, we'll take out a key spirit. Potentially at instant speed. That could be quite nice. Certainly keep in Tranix Rex and Carnage Tyrant. Big time. Do I like Tranquil Frillback? Maybe sometimes taking out Curious Obsession or... well, mostly Curious Obsession. It's nice to stop their card advantage before it gets too bad. Hitting us a bunch of times for 1 blue, drawing 3 cards, 4 cards if they've slapped it on turn 2, turn 3, something like that. But it is always nice to respond to Curious Obsession. Take out the creature that it's going to be attached to. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff indeed. 2 Great Henges, let's do it. I imagine I'd probably have to tap out to play the Great Henge. That would not be a pretty sight. They definitely counter that. I could play the Great Henge for 2 and have a bunch of lands left over to pay whatever extra cost they want me to pay. But still, no. Nice to see it. Try 1 mulligan. Oh, okay, it's a little bit better. We've got the Reckless Rage, which I was hoping to see. Nice to see Kiora and Topiary Stomper, a little bit more rampy than that previous hand. That's tempting. I'm going to send Kiora to the bottom. They have so much stuff with flying. There's a good chance they'll just probably kill Kiora right there. Maybe the turn after I play her even. That'd be rough. Okay. We got the 3rd land. That's where it's at. We may not be able to resolve Topiary, but we're getting there. If we get the Topiary Stomper, it could be very problematic. I will grab a mountain, just if I potentially want to go both of these Reckless Rages in a single turn. That might make all the... oh, okay, good. They're tapped out. We know the thing we do is going to resolve. Beautiful stuff. Certainly Topiary, like I mentioned, grab that mountain, and we're in a good position. Certainly going to try and take out that Supreme Phantom to be supremely good. But also shifting Ceratops. We'll see how many spirits they play. They've got a potential Spell Queller, so let's see if we can draw it out with this. Hopefully we do. Spell Queller. Do it. You know you wanna. If I had a... okay. Never played against spirits in my life. Hashtag pre-recorded. If I would have had a 5th land, I would have done shifting. And with that extra red, would have been able to take it out. But that is what it's all about. Boom. 4. Nah. Lights out. See ya, buddy. Gotcha. I like when they waste their stuff. They paid 3, I paid 1. Hopefully that buys us time. We're going to be gunning for that Spectral Sailor. Stop the card draw. Just do it. Don't ask questions. It's also 3 power, 3 damage. That is rough. You know what? Let me think. If they have another Spell Queller, would Now we're going to go with Shifting Ceratops. Definitely. Oh, okay. Well, we, there you go. Get him. Unfortunately, we can't attack with Shifting Ceratops, but we still get to keep up the pressure with Marauding. Maybe they pack it in, or maybe this is going to be enough. Of course, as long as Shifting stays there. We threaten reach, Spectral Sailor goes down. Spectral Sailor is only going to be hitting us one more time. Better make good use of that. Hopefully they don't have any mono white based removal that can get around the protection from blue on Shifting Ceratops there. That's always a scary oh, okay. I'll take it. Well, we're not dead yet. Not quite. Yeah, you can't tap Shifting, that's for sure. Goreclaw. Actually, you know what, Goreclaw, make use of that colorless on Karplusan Forest. As long as we leave one green for Shifting Ceratops, we should be okay. I would imagine, you know, they'll... Actually, Supreme Phantom would just block Marauding. That's alright. Yep, you can't target Shifting there. Oh, that's odd. Okay. I get to deal some damage and hope they don't have a super supreme Phantom next turn. Well, not so bad. We still can surprise them. Oh, okay. Okay, I like this. Huh. They might be able to deal 4 damage to Shifting Ceratops, whatever, a Ganjo, something or other. Oh, okay. Phew. Alrighty. Of course, we're getting a little bit flooded. I would hope for Carnage or Tyrannix Rex. We could play either of those. Again, you have a lot of stuff. You would hope to see that stuff, and then, well, you still don't see that stuff. Nuts. Okay. Here goes nothing. They're going to tap Goreclaw, unfortunately, which is going to greatly reduce our potential damage. Okay. Could have gotten the job done if that Topiary Stomper was able to attack. Nah, that's too bad. Close, but no cigar. It's always a rough time with the flying. Shifting Ceratops just isn't quite enough. If we don't get to Shifting Ceratops early, it's going to be rough. Certainly it was nice taking out those spell quellers, I must admit. But, yeah. Where's that Carnage Tyrant? Where's that T-Rex? I would have Rexed them. Pretty good. Rending Volley would be nice as well, but I like Reckless Rage just because it does have that potential to ping Ripjaw Raptor or Ranging Raptors or any enraged dino that you have. You get the extra value, but also you can target a wider range of things. It's not just a blue or white creature. It could be a red creature, it could be Reckless Stormseeker in Gruul vehicles, it could be Essica's Chariot. I must admit, it has been pretty nice taking out Essica's Chariot after it gets crewed, before it attacks, before it copies a cat with its ability. Man, that's lovely stuff. Beautiful, beautiful. I think Dinosaurs, at least, they would prefer Reckless Rage over Rending Volley. Superboy. Boros Heroic, enchantments, something like that. That's my bet. Ooh, I bet I would lose if I kept that. Well, that's it. Wow, that's way better. Infinitely. We'll send the Great Henge to the bottom, of course. I do have 4 copies, so I would imagine there's still a pretty good chance we see it coming up. Oh, and the Huntmaster going down to something for 2 damage, but they had 1 red, and Huntmaster is not dead. Mono red devotion. This is getting interesting. The opponent may just be dead here. This is what happens when you don't kill the early stuff. You can't do this. It's not a pretty sight. My, oh my. Well, we better get some payoffs for all this ramp. Hit him for 4, hit him for 4 again next turn with the other topiary. Look how good a position we're in. Can play anything. Except Tyrannix Rex, but once we drop Goreclaw, we'll be doing that. Goreclaw also, whenever we are at 7 lands or more, it's pretty nice making Topiary Stomper 5/5 Vigilance and Trample whenever Goreclaw attacks. I don't know, this looks like it might be too late for them. They got to discard some cards to maybe find their lands. Okay. We're getting something. Where's the payoff? Where's the Great Henge? The Great Henge would be pretty great right about now, I must say. We can definitely play anything. Hopefully there's not some painful sweeper coming up. Could be something for 3 damage. Brotherhood's End, Anger of the Gods, maybe. Okay. We got the job done. But because it is mono red devotion, they probably don't have as much targeted interaction, I would imagine. It's a lot of permanents to increase the devotion for Nykthos. Of course, Wily Goblin certainly seems to make sense. I've seen this used a couple times before with mono red devotion. It's a creature. It gets you ahead by 2 for red, makes a treasure. Seems to make pretty good sense. Ramps a little bit temporarily. So because they might not interact a whole lot, I think, well, we'll switch shifting with Ripjaw. Tranquil Throwback. It's not doing a whole lot for us. Keep it like that. Of course, they aren't blue whatsoever, so it also makes a little bit of sense there. That protection from blue is not going to be doing anything. We're not going to be doing anything with that hand. Well, we're going to do something with that. I'm going to risk it. Crazy stuff. Send 1 Huntmaster to the bottom, because 2 Marauding Raptors could be much better for potential aggression, and phew, would have been awkward if I didn't get that second land. We're rolling in it. There's the classic devotion creature. I imagine they're going to be chaining a few things. Hopefully it's not Burning Tree. A Burning Tree Emissary and nothing afterwards. That's what you want. My goodness. That deserves a laugh at least. It enters, you make a red and a green, and then you play another thing and another thing and then... Okay. Bone Crusher Giant is a fact of life, that's for sure. Pay the 2, Topiary Stomper, we get to 4. Next turn, because we're at 4, we can go Marauding plus Topiary. Marauding for 2, Topiary for 2. If we draw Castle Garen Break, we can just straight up play Carnage Tyrant when we make 6 green. So there's any number of fantastic scenarios. Hopefully a Castle Garen Break. And there's a pretty good chance. We have 4 castles in the deck, so the best chance possible of seeing it as often as possible. Not too bad. Too bad. More lands. That's where it's at. Marauding, Topiary, Marauding. That's actually what I want to do. That's going to be lovely stuff. We don't get a benefit of that Marauding being able to attack 6 power. It does go to waste, but I would imagine they have some number of removal that could take out one of the Maraudings. I'll play both of them. If I had only played one, they might have taken out the only one I played, so now there's hopefully a better chance that because I played 2, I'll start off with 1 next turn. If they can only kill 1. Looks like they're going to kill 1. Or they're going Nexus for 6. Not so great. Well, they can play Bone Crusher Giant and Bitter Reunion. That's going to be good. Can play a few things. Hopefully it's not too devastating. Putting me to sleep. My goodness, I should make another cup of coffee. Yeah, I'm all out. Nuts. That's pretty good. Hopefully we get to the 7th lands, turn on the Topiaries, attack with decently sized Marauding Raptors. Okay, well, at least it is going to be Carnage Tyrant. We're going to supercharge the Marauding Raptors. Nah, they trade with all that stuff, so I'm not too worried there. Pretty worried about Nexus. If we sent both towards 1 Chandra, the Wily Goblin and Burning Tree Emissary probably would block, I would imagine. But I do want to take down their devotion. We'll see what happens if we lose both Marauding Raptors. I don't think that's going to be the case. Pretty sure that, oh yeah, okay. So we just lost 1. We played the under one I have, and yeah. If I had played that one first, getting both Maraudings to 6 power, I think definitely the other one would have been blocked and I wouldn't have made use of all that extra damage. Could be very ugly. They got a lot of, the Goblin Chain Warlord is nuts. That is pretty good for devotion, I must say. Ramonap Ruins, pretty good. We could possibly finish them off if we draw just about anything. I would hope for Tranix Rex, a land, T-Rex, another Carnage Tyrant, Ripjaw Raptor. Well, maybe that's gonna wrap things up. Draw us a land. We got 2 pings. That's what it's all about. This is the ultimate. Oh, there's the T-Rex, which we can play. Oh, hey, woohoo! 7 lands. Go, go, go.
Ruthless aggression.
That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Yep. Yep. That's what we're doing. Love it. Yes.
You won! You did it!
I should get a couple different clips for winning. Certainly I love that one, but there's a lot of people that say win. That's the matchup you like to see, James. Good stuff. That's what you want. I'm just happy I finally saw T-Rex. Multiple times tonight. We've gotten a quarter of the way through. We've gotten a third of the way through. And not seeing a single Carnage or T-Rex. Rough stuff. Redemption, at the very least. Yeah. Oh, okay. Nah, I think I'll leave it there. I want to do some other recording. I want to record what might be the best, it's probably the best example of the Great Henge. The ultimate potential. I'm going to put some commentary over it. Maybe put it up tonight or do some other behind the scenes stuff. We'll leave it on a positive note at the very least. So thanks everybody for watching. The new, the old. Nice to see some new faces tonight. And up. Lost Caverns of Ixalan is coming out. Oh, you just won another match with Sticky Fingers. Oh, Menace Carnage Tyrant. Certainly is a chef's kiss. Absolutely. Yes, have a good night, everyone. Have a good rest of your time zone. Hey, as long as you're enjoying whatever you're playing, whatever it is, that is very important. All right. Peace.